Go. We're live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Mind of the Martyr. It's Monday. We're here to blast Hinge. So let's get right into things as soon as we can. Before we do so, there is a few folks that I need to touch on real quick. A few wonderful, wonderful people who help us keep going on Friends Who Roll Dice here. You will see at some point a link pop up into chat for Dice Envy. We have an affiliate link with them. They create some fantastic TTRPG dice. Um, don't really need to say any more than that. We always need dice, so go ahead and check them out. They have a wonderful selection, loads of different materials and colors, and even some based on some cool people in the space as well. Yeah, so go ahead and follow the link. That helps us out and helps them out as well. We also have the wonderful folks at Grinding Coffee Co., which is a Black LGBT plus owned coffee company. They're wonderful. They do a fantastic mixture of blends and flavors, and you can go ahead and pick up sample packs if you want to try out some new things, or just jump straight in and mess around and see what you like. Yeah, go ahead and check them out at Grinding Coffee Co. Use FWRD for some money off your order. I am a big fan of the sweet coffees, so that's where I would point you as a recommendation. Yeah, go ahead and check them out. You'll be helping out an independent business and us as well. And of course, we are a Roll20 ambassador stream. Roll20 is an online toolset that brings pen and paper RPGs online. You can go ahead and sign up for free at roll20.net and get started straight away, or you can go ahead and pay for premium packages, which include new features, new content, and even access to a few games on the marketplace as well. The marketplace is also fantastic, has a whole bunch of TTRPGs that are already converted from their actual rule sets into Roll20, and you can pick up assets as well, whether that be tokens, maps, or anything in between. You can go ahead and upgrade your play to the next level. Go ahead and check them out at roll20.net. This is how we roll. Wonderful stuff. With that, let's go ahead and jump into the session here. Where we last left off, we were in the middle of a boss
We beat the
fight.
shit out of the monarch.
Indeed. The city of Scythia, after a concerning encounter with Aravathun, this spectre that's been meddling in events and seems to have a less than savory agenda, and is very much responsible for a lot of the chaos enveloping the world at the moment. After that exact encounter, you retreated back home to Stonehaven in the country of Ansaya, only to find it gripped by an out-of-season winter. Investigating into the situation and heading to the capital of Scythia, you discover the entire city encased in this ice-like snow globe. You see signs of battle inside, signs of chaos, magic and weapons strewn across the ground. A few individuals who have already fallen in the defense of the city, and not much else. The sign of the attackers. Pretty much all there is. No creatures that you can see as of yet. Using your various different skills and abilities to break into Scythia and make your way in, you begin looking for Queen Elowen, an ally of yours, both to regale them of the information that you had already learned and to make sure that they were safe in this coming attack. It's then that you find yourselves outside of the door of a secret passageway. You hear a discussion between Elowen herself and another individual. Having burst onto the scene, you recognize this individual as the Monarch, a archfey that had been terrorizing the land many years ago and seems to be under the sway of Aravathun for now. jumping into action, jumping into the fray. You buy Elowen time to escape out of another passage, and indeed bring the hurt to the monarch with lots of damage, lots of damage. Where we had picked up here, you had taken out the two spawns of trees that they had created, and the monarch themselves were looking rough, for sure. And the last few turns that had taken place, a connection with Nawi was cut between Nawi and the monarch, but one between the monarch and Jacaranda was created. Jacaranda is still currently tethered as the round itself begins again. Before we jump back into combat proper, Jacaranda, this wave of cold that has pressed across you, it doesn't feel as painful or as oppressive as you might have expected. There's a confusing comfort almost. Like, you know that it shouldn't feel that way, but for some reason it does. The area around you seems to warm up just a little bit. The snow and the ice that is beginning to build in the room purely from the monarch's presence is still there, but the area feels lighter. I'd like you to go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is this one of those things I get advantage on for Fey ancestry, or?
You do indeed.
Okay.
And I think Karo's feast is still up.
Oh, okay, so it'd be like double time.
Quadruple advantage.
Wisdom saving throw, you said?
Yes, please.
25.
25. All right. You expected this connection to be unpleasant, but instead it feels like it's dancing around you. It feels like it's trying to call you. Instead of the cold feeling painful and aggressive and irritating, it feels more like a lost call in a bar, or a mother calling someone home, or it's just this general sense of camaraderie, of brightness, of understanding. There's the slightest voices around you, carrying across the wind. I've had sensations like this before. And things super glitched out on my end, so I have no idea how much of that even came through.
I
It
heard
glitched on our end too.
You've
Good.
had
I thought-
something like this.
I thought it was just like many dramatic pauses.
Good. Perfect. What's the last thing you heard? I have no idea what just happened.
I think just going back to like the feeling I was getting, I think I missed what that was.
It was. It's a feeling of warmth and almost like a.
And the voices you were saying I could hear.
Voices that you've heard before.
Okay.
Teeny tiny little snippets of memory that still sometimes pop up in your thoughts and your dreams every now and then. But you can very much resist the siren's call and still pull through with all of your senses.
What if I didn't want to?
If you wish to dive deeper, you certainly can. That is indeed an option.
I kind of want to see what's going on.
Okay. Interesting. I like it. You give in to that pull. Let yourself be carried along the string, so to speak. The sight in your eyes immediately flashes a brilliant white before plunging into darkness for just a moment before you find yourself opening up your eyes. You are standing tall. Your body feels extremely stiff. So you find yourself involuntarily stretching yourself out, taking a look around you. Scenery has indeed changed. Huge, sprawling kaleidoscopes of color. Tall trees, plants, all kinds of flora and fauna around you. So many different types and ecosystems colliding and crashing together. It almost feels like it shouldn't work, but it does. The one in the person in you who is connected with nature knows that all of these plants could not exist in the same place. Wrong climates, wrong temperature, wrong soil composition, whatever you wanted to point out there. But it feels homely. And there is a instant familiarity as you find yourself pulled into your very first moments. You see around you laughing color, all of its splendor, all of its glory. The wind blows through the trees. Strips of petals being pulled through the leaves like ribbons. This place is powerful and bristling with life. But it's also an empowering sense of calm. What would you like to do?
Do I see any like thing that would be like a beacon or something that would like kind of either be like glowing or calling to me, like seem like a way, just something that stands out?
Not particularly. Other than perhaps a few favorite plants in the landscape before you, there's nothing that particularly pulls your interest.
So if I'm just standing in like with grass and nature, like if I put my hand down and like feel like the ground, does it actually feel like the grass and nature, or does it feel like where I was prior?
It feels how you would expect it to feel, but not quite.
Okay.
It's what you expect, but it's also enough to know that it's not real, if that makes sense. Like, you're not being tricked. You know that this is something that
Just
you
like
are
more
just
like a vision.
seeing.
I want to try to like take root and like learn about the environment if I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a nature check. And we will come back to that result
Okay.
in a little bit. Back into the room here. You will see as the monarch has begun to readjust themselves from the onslaught, frankly, of attacks that you've buried into them. You see the tether between the monarch and Jacaranda begin to glow. Very bright white light. You see the plants, the petals that make up Jacaranda change from their usual purple, slowly begin to have their color change to this same brilliant glowing white. You see the slightest little parts of frost begin to build across their forehead. Mara, it's your turn. You're up first.
Mara will shuffle, shuffle, shuffle with her and her mirror image over here as to not get an attack of opportunity. And then she's going to kiss Jacaranda on the forehead and say, "Come back to us." And cast protection from evil and good. Good and evil.
All right. Wonderful stuff.
I think I only have one mirror image left, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I believe so. So, you, Jacaranda, cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed. Actually,
I have to choose Faye. I choose Faye.
Jacaranda, in your current situation, if you were to feel a press of something on your forehead, how would you react?
Yeah, just they probably shock me to feel something, I guess, like a surprise. So I'd move back away.
Because protection from evil and good, you do have to be a willing creature.
Oh no.
So your response, I'm leaving this in your hands here. How do you think Jacaranda would respond? And if it's startled, that's not willing.
Would that just mean it didn't like it wouldn't like have find purchase, but like it wouldn't like technically waste the spell?
It would not have cast in the first place because
Yeah.
the spell would not work.
Yeah. I wouldn't I would be surprised to feel something, and I would be shocked.
Okay. So, Mara, as you attempt to cast the spell, and you do this, and you say this, Jacaranda, as you can see their usual rooting starts, you can see the bottom part of their body beginning to kind of grow outwards and attempt to root into what is nothing. It's stone floor at this point. You watch Jacaranda suddenly jolt back out of shock. Your magic does not find purchase, but it does not take up your action. So you can do something else if you do wish.
I would inspire Naui and say, end her. And Mara's just gonna try to keep casting every turn until she can get Jacaranda to wake up. So
Right? You feel this touch on your forehead, Jacaranda. You kind of instinctively jump back a little. And that building of voices begins to coalesce around you once more. Again, just snippets, random conversations, chats between you and the trees, chats between you and plants, chats between you and people across the time that you've been alive. Nothing specific, just random little tidbits of conversation. Very mundane, but you can hear those voices around you, those slight little memories. All right. Mara's turn is over, which brings us to Naui.
Here we go.
End her.
Uh, 18 plus 9 hits, I assume.
Oh no.
That's a lot of dice.
I dropped
Now
my
he's getting
dice
me
pool
back.
before we started.
Now he's getting me back for the bug thing.
All right, you're like connected. Okay, I
Yeah.
would know that. So actually, for my first trick, I'll say that's Lupa's thing. I don't think now he's very useful in trying to do anything smart right now. But Lupa is always just a wolf, so she's much better at this. Can I have Lupa try and bite the threads the way people cut my threads?
Sure.
Okay, Lupa.
Why
Lupa
not?
doesn't have advantage because she is not untethering
actually,
herself.
Shikari was holding their turn, so they will assist Lupa.
Then
Aha!
Lupa does. Okay, I'll
Oh.
just use the dice roll ahead then. So Lupa gets a 24 to bite cords.
Okay. They take the string into their mouth, run over, just start gnashing on it, basically.
Yeah.
The thread itself is strangely tangible in this instance, whereas the one connected to you was kind of very clearly magical and ethereal. Your ally here dashes forwards and there's a very physical connection. Lupa will go ahead and take 6 cold damage as they are biting into this thing.
Mhm.
But they will just, continue gnashing on this thread here.
Okay.
Does not seem to have a noticeable effect either way, other than the small amount of cold damage here.
Okay.
There's no, explosion or anything.
I mean, now I'm still gonna try. First trick. Oof, that is very low for me. 19?
19 still hits. Monarch's
Right.
AC is not that high.
Four, 8, 16. 20 damage. Some of it is fire. That probably matters.
It does indeed.
4 of it is fire.
4 fire damage. Alright.
What happens
Yeah.
before I swing a second time?
You strike across the monarch, and you see a flash. And very similar, you see this kind of recoil, this reverberation along the thread. Jacaranda, as you are sitting here in this world, rooting yourself, there is a sudden jolt of energy out of nowhere. You feel yourself empowered. Find yourself growing a little larger. You feel a little colder as the energy pushes past you. You see one of your purple leaves fall from your head. It begins to turn the same brilliant white as it falls to the ground. How do you react?
I guess I would just like talk into the thing and say, like, I know you're here. Tell me what you want. What is the end game here? To the monarch.
What gets you up in the morning?
You like waking up?
What
What's
makes
the
you
meaning
happy?
of life?
What's the meaning of life? What gets you out of bed?
Wonderful. I'd also like you to make another wisdom save throw for me, quick, please.
Oh, I got 2 15s, so that's 25 again.
Wonderful stuff. Cool. That's all. For Nawi, you do not see the same effect that had befallen you. Jacaranda does not seem harmed in any way by your strike.
Ooh.
In fact,
Okay.
they look a little better than before, if anything.
It's cocked. The dice, they tell a story. I think the first time I was just kind of like pushes the lance in and looks at Jacaranda, kind of crazed. I think probably Lupa, like, when I was going to strike, told me to like, whoa, 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 like slow down. And then when nothing bad happened to Jacaranda, Lupa was probably like, never mind, go for it. I got a natural 20 for my second attack.
Beautiful.
Now I don't know if I'll roll high, because this is the one with less dice. That's a D8. That D8's very low. Uh, 30. Oh, right. 4 of its fire. Or wait, how do you want me to do the fire? Do you want me to double what the fire would? Yeah, because you double everything at the end, right? So 8 of it would be fire then.
Right. How does this look?
Uh, when Lupa tells me to go for it, because I teleported like to the back of its head, I jump around to the front and hang on to like its face, like a root by its face. And in a gnarled, hollow voice, they said I can end you. And I drive the lance like through the head and then like pull it out the other side. And then as the body falls, I cannot stress enough, Naui is like beating into and stabbing this thing until someone stops her and howling the entire time.
All right. Jack,
Mm-hmm.
you've asked this question out into the ether. The voices silence. There is nothing around you but the calling and singing of birds, the creaking of trees, and even that eventually fades out. You hear one curt response. I want more. I will not be contained. I deserve more.
So I respond, a true leader gives followers choice. That's how you get more. Faith, not fear, not control. Love.
We deserve more than
You don't.
this.
You don't deserve anything.
You feel a rumbling in the air as that line is repeated again. We deserve more. And it almost feels like a temper tantrum. This sudden influx of rash, unfiltered emotion is filling in the air around you. And there's another pulse of energy. You feel yourself become stronger for a brief moment for it. And then again, and again, and again. And as Naui is striking the monarch again and again and again, every time you see the slight glow of the thread connecting them and Jacaranda together. Jack, every time there's this pulse. You see flashes, splinters of memories for just a split second, not yours. Memories you've never experienced before. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. One last one, with disadvantage.
Oh, okay, so just one.
So, a regular roll.
Or if I had wisdom, the hero's piece, and I had the other one, do I still get
My goodness, you are pushing it.
I think they cancel out once. I don't
Dang
think
it.
they cancel out
Oh,
twice.
it's
Because I wouldn't give you, like,
I was
double.
gonna say
Yeah,
double
yeah.
advantage.
yeah, double advantage. It was caught.
But you
Hold
can,
on. Let me
make
fix
it a
my
straight roll.
whoops. It was cocked between 17 and 1. So let's
boy.
make sure. Let's make sure. Okay, so it would be 22. I got a 12. So 22.
Okay. These pulses continue. Every time you feel this same sense of childishness is what it kind of boils down to. This just unadulterated emotion, unfiltered, unprocessed, washing over you with each pulse. Again, split seconds of memories. You feel them trying to force their way into your head.
I'm gonna try to like do the connection kind of like I had with Ty, where I like the general idea I'm trying to get across is the more you try to take power, the more resistance you will meet. Is like the general vibe I'm trying to like force back through the connection.
And as this continues and continues, there is a sudden breaking point. As the rest of you on the outside of this vision, you see Nawi tearing into the monarch here. Pieces of wood and splinters and plants just scattered across the place. And there is finally a sudden, visceral change in the monarch as their entire silhouette suddenly glows a brilliant white. You see the connection, the wire connecting between Jack and between the monarch. Stop moving. There is no pulses from the monarch anymore. What you do see is a small light, very, very small glow from the chest of Jacaranda, where this thread has been kept. Slowly but surely, this small but certain purple glow travels from Jack across the thread. This brilliant white glow across the monarch slowly begins to turn into this beautiful and familiar purple. The entire form of the monarch, now engulfed with this light, suddenly the energy coalesces into a single point and drops onto the ground. This small purple pebble, almost. It bounces a few times and across the ground and lays there. Jack, your vision comes to you. You see the rest of your allies around you. You feel strange, to say the least. You do see one additional figure in front of you. Yes, now he's still going. Like, whatever is left, it's
I
just...
was I was going to. I didn't want to interrupt your monologue, but I feel like Dawn would be keeping an eye on this connection, and as soon as the pulsing stops, because I am incredibly fast, so it doesn't matter if you are whipping ass. I would just put my hand on your shoulder and say, "Enough. It's done."
Mhm.
And then I grip it
Done.
a little harder.
Done. 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 You can continue your monologue. Now it's gonna be a bit.
The only thing I was going to say add to that is that Jack sees an extra silhouette. Empty. Almost like a hologram, kind of just translucent, flickering just above the stone. Crouched down, kind of knees up, wrapped around. You would see the rest of this situation unveiled before you. The one speaking to Nawi. And Mara next to you, as you come to.
Are you back?
Look around. Yes. Can you see? And I point at the like silhouette. So it's over the stone or around the stone. Right?
As pointing this out for Mara, they do not see anything. Just the stone on the ground.
I see the stone, but
So
I'm not
I'll
very good at the nature type stuff. So there's like
go.
some nature magic hanging around.
I'll go over to the silhouette, and so it's crouching over the stone. So I'll crouch like across from it. So it's like I would be like face to face.
Sorry, I missed that last little part.
I would just go over to the stone, and then since it's crouching down, I would crouch as though I'm face to face to the silhouette.
Got you. Just wanted to confirm that is definitely what you said.
Yes.
You go ahead and take a seat next to them. Crouch down. You see a plantoid individual. Not really an Chimera, definitely closer to more of a fey dryad. Kind of just androgynous form, very kind of lacking in any real kind of identifiable details at this point. And they just seem to be looking down at the ground. They seem to know you're there, but don't really bother acknowledging it. The rest of the group, you would see Jack step forward and kneel down next to this stone.
Like try to reach out and like as though I'm like putting my hand on his shoulder to like comfort a friend.
Your hand finds purchase. It kind of just feels like touching magic.
So I would just say, I'm assuming this is the monarch, like in not giant evil form. And so I would just say, there's more to life than power, and there's more to life than control. I hope you can find that.
everything went so very wrong. Everything is just too much. So many people bickering and fighting and tricking and lying, and I just wanted a place where we could all stop. And he promised that to me and to us. You see their face bury into their knees.
It is hard. It's hard. And you did create a lot of beauty. So it's something to be proud of. But keeping people from making those decisions, even hurtful ones, it has to be their decision. We bring the good. That's all we can do. We can fight and we can hope.
I understand. Even if I can't agree, I understand. End him. The silhouette looks to you now. Looks back towards the rest of the group. Then looks back towards you. For all of our sakes, end him. The silhouette scatters into the wind. The few threads of magic holding it together, scattering. Looking down at the stone itself, it still glows a soft purple. You see a small crack in the stone itself. You see the tiniest little sprout beginning to emerge from it. You feel the cold, all of you feel the cold around you. Let up. The area feels warmer once more.
I'm gonna like druid craft a like jewelry type like cage around the stone and then just like put it like around my neck. Oh, you're muted.
You muted in Zoom.
tavern once. As you place this around your neck, you can feel the rest of your body begin to relax. You do notice in your peripheral vision that small little shock of white petals that you had experienced remains. But the rest of yourself has very much come back to the same old Jack that we remember.
At this point, Mara would go, does that mean you're the monarch now? As she points at your white petals.
I
Is that like
think
something that happens, like powerful Fae passes on their power when they pass to whatever they're connected to? I've heard stories.
I just feel like Jack.
Well, Jack, can I have a hug?
Yeah. Get Birdie in on this action.
Yes. Don't leave us. I'd be so sad.
I wasn't planning to.
Good, you're not allowed. That one says from over by Naui.
I think on Naui you'll see all of the extra skills start to like retreat, like back up her body.
Mhm.
And her like elongated like mouth and canines, like everything shrinks back down to like normal. She just sort of looks around. Is everybody safe? I kept everybody safe.
Everybody's safe. And it's warming up.
What was it cold?
Yeah, but I don't know if I like Aika's magical effect on you. You were seriously scary.
I thought it was kind of cool.
I mean, yes, but seriously scary.
Did I hurt anybody?
Yeah.
Not anyone that mattered.
Okay. I'm sorry I scared you.
That's okay. It's just a new thing to get used to.
I will get better so it's not scary.
I think it was just new.
Yeah. Sometimes new is scary. That was scary.
But it doesn't mean new is bad.
Right.
I think at this point now he kind of like takes stock and then just kind of points at Jacaranda. Are you? Everything is okay?
I think so, but I mean, I guess I wouldn't really know until something happens.
I mean, if you start walking and a frost trail starts following you, I'm saying you're the monarch. I'm just putting that out there.
But
It
I
could
have
just be
power over winter already.
But I've never seen a frost trail following you.
Watch this, and then I do my
And
winter.
then Jacaranda turns into Elsa.
See, honestly, yes, that's basically what I do. So let me read the actual thing that we came up with. So I do go into my winter form, and it's technically a hibernation. So there's a 15-foot snowstorm surrounding me. I'm gonna back away from everybody so you're not in it before I do it.
Just give us a heads up, that's all.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just back up. And then I'll stay like that for a while, and then I'll restore some spell slots for myself. Yeah. All right.
That's kind of cool.
So yeah, I already could do this before, so I don't think it's a problem. But if other like snowy stuff, but not including, and I do like ice knife to the side and like like
Just-
not that I could do that before. So
Oh, okay.
if I
Mm,
get like if I try to hurt any of you, that's where I would be worried.
Well, I didn't say being the monarch would be a bad thing because you'd still be Jacaranda. You'd just be more powerful Jacaranda.
Oh,
Then there's 2 people that are royalty in the party.
or 3, because
Two and a
by
half.
being your girlfriend, doesn't that
No!
make Dawan? And then I think Mara's already royalty too, or does she just have a lot of money? It's different.
Noble
Yeah, I'm
background,
not
right?
royalty. Right.
But it's
I'm
not
not
the same.
royalty.
Now he goes,
No.
oh, I meant you and Mara. I thought Mara, you just are rich. Okay. So then
Aren't
just,
you a princess in the veil?
We
We had this.
now we starts having the exact same reasoning.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're all princesses. That's fine.
we
Is
should
there-
go and actually talk to the queen
The
because
queen?
she
Oh,
is
wait.
royalty, but we need to make sure she's okay because
Is
we
this-
don't know what happened before we.
Is
left.
this the person that I beat? I pulverized. I'm going to get some of the bits. We should not leave it. I'm going to. 1 second. Now he's gonna collect any bits that she can.
So what
Magical
went into
pork.
the orb, the purple orb?
It looks to be the full like form of the monarch themselves, basically compressed down into this teeny tiny little purple pebble. But there's still plenty of like
I was say they're two.
branches
they're
and,
two
and,
tree
and
Yes.
plants
entities.
that have been like hacked away. Yeah, there's like
Oh
two
yeah, what happened to
halves
the other
of
tree?
sections.
Did the other
Okay.
tree just like fall down?
Yeah, as soon
Okay.
as soon
Because
as
there was still
the
one tree standing.
Oh,
as soon
everybody
as
gets
the
12 HP.
situation with the monarch was resolved, it just slumped dead in place.
You said 12 more HP.
Yep, from every time we killed something with the hunt active.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
Full
we're
health.
never going to lose health ever again. Okay, cool. Great.
Oh, you might lose health, but I am very good
We'll
at
get it
killing
back.
things.
But yeah, there's plenty of branches and like plant matter in general that is scattered about that you can go ahead and collect.
Now he collects like 10 pecks of plant matter.
I like it. We can we can we
She's
can,
like, you can make
quantify it.
bows, you can make bows, you can make handles, you want a desk, babe? I can make you a
I
desk.
feel like Dawn just follows behind Naui with like her bag of holding open behind her.
now we have a bundle of sticks. I need a trophy. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You're just down. Now he's just like reaching behind her and putting all the sticks inside the bag of holding. I'm the purse girlfriend. It's okay. It's fine.
I love it.
The mask one isn't gonna carry a purse, even though she should. Every Christmas, do you want a purse? No, I don't need a bag. I have your bag.
Yeah, I don't want to carry a bag.
So Mara takes the boot straps out of her pouch and she's like, you know, I like Ica, but I'm worried about using these after I saw her. I'll wait until we're in a safer place. No danger of me hurting like her queenliness or anything.
Fair. Yeah, we should. I say halfway through collecting. Yes, we should go upstairs. I don't know where the queen went. I assume she went upstairs somewhere.
She went through the
Can
store.
somebody send a message? I think.
Well, I'm sure whatever was going on outside will stop ending, so she'll know we are good. We should not be in the basement. Let's just start with not being in the basement.
Should we clean more up, or did you do a pretty good job of
I
that?
think it's good enough. Lupa is eating some of these sticks. I don't know if that's okay. I think it's okay.
Okay.
She probably just brushed
Somebody.
She's probably
Didn't we walk through like a vault to get here? So
Yeah.
when we're walking
Oh.
out, Mara's looking around,
like
eyeing
a-
things.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not to steal.
We went through the
Just
second.
saying. Eyeing things in case she needs to ask the queen, hey, you know that thing you have sitting down in the corner?
That's
Yeah,
much better.
Probably never
there's-
use.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check, Mara. We'll see how much you can kind of glean from a passing waltz.
Can I
here.
actually, as well, just because my Ikalta thing is about what I've witnessed?
Mhm.
30.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
I don't know what is on top of that, but hold on.
Yes. So 30 for Mara. And I do have the special eyes, so I can like, if there's any dark corners. I can see.
Also 30 for Jack. I don't have special eyes though. I just have normal eyes.
There are a
Normal
lot of
eyes.
things in here. No, I have normal eyes. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of it is purely just money in various different forms. Old currency, current currency, like it's it's the city's treasury, but in reality it is more her hoard that she has collected over many years at this point. There are a few specific items as well. There's like some of them are kind of like sealed away in boxes, others are just kind of out on display. There's a couple of vases. There's like this beautiful rolled up piece of tapestry that is like massive. It's like 3 people long, that is just like pushed against one of the longer walls of the vault here. There's a few weapons that have been nicely kind of placed onto the wall and very much like, some of them are practical, some of them are definitely decoration only. And yeah, just various pieces of like fragments of adventures, basically. And you would know, Jack, from spending a few moments, you would need a significant amount of time to use Memento here to get the history of everything.
Yeah.
But you can kind of like touch on some things, and some of it is just, oh, this vase was a gift from this person 300 years ago when, we helped out with saving a town, or one of the weapons. It's like, oh, well, this is the weapon of a warrior from a few hundred years ago that we wanted to keep as a token of our history, or this was given to us during a treaty, or various different smaller stories.
I'm more just trying to figure out if anything's like a magical thing that I can remember late that is in my possession later.
There are a few magical items here. Yeah. There are a few, most of them are sealed away in chests, but a few of the weapons here are magical and not unique enough to be able to remember. Yes. Cool. Waltzing on through then, unless anyone had any other anything else that they wanted to do. Don't know why I said information there. You can go ahead and make your way back through the tunnels here and back into the castle proper, which definitely sounds a lot less chaotic than it did the first time through. You can see scattered across corridors and across the rooms that you pass through sections of ice and puddles and water, and a lot of this castle is now very water damaged after all of this. You can see from what little you pass of windows looking outside that the large dome that was surrounding Scythia has vanished, and the guard are very much still on watch. You can see them checking every single building, every single house, making sure the people are okay, making sure that they are safe, and they are just throughout the entire city. You do eventually run into a few folks that are kind of like running past, getting their own orders done. They give you a quick kind of respectful nod as they move on. Is there anywhere specific that you would like to head?
Throne room.
Sure thing.
We're looking for the queen.
You make your way towards the throne room, and the guards that were in here seem to have filtered their way out. There's a few still here, though. Some of the more elite members of the Scythian Guard, currently taking orders from Sinclair towards the back of the room, who seems to be just directing people. You see people walking up, grabbing orders, leaving, or informing them, and a very swift plan of action being sussed out here. Sinclair will eventually catch your presence and give you all a nod before quickly returning to their matters. And then you're looking a little soggy. I trust you all well.
I look better than you do. Speaking of that, we have to have words, you and I.
Right now?
No. But before I leave.
Very well.
Where is Her Majesty?
She made her way to the rooftops, to the tower. She was planning on flying out of here if she needed. So.
Now he starts walking away without saying anything. As soon as he said she went somewhere else.
Naui.
You
Goodbye.
are not important.
Very true.
No, thank you. Just she's somewhere else. All right.
Our follows Naui because figures Naui knows how to get up to the tower that we've never been.
Didn't we come in through a tower? Didn't some of us come in through a tower?
He went through windows.
I think we came in through like a hole in
Like
the
a
roof.
bunch of windows.
I think we like
I think
there's some
we
damage.
made a hole in the
made
dome.
some holes
Yeah.
in some window.
Now we misty stepped
And
through a
then-
window. Lupa crashed through a window. Other people.
Mara went
crashed
to the
through
ground
windows.
and walked through
Yeah,
the front
Mara
door.
was normal. Everyone else was like, it's my time to be an action star. Now
Like-
Mara was like, we know how to get around. Just
Yeah.
use the door. Be normal.
Why are we causing damage? Does it really
We've been-
matter?
We've been
Look, there's
back
already a lot of
twice.
damage. It's now or never. It's now or never.
Ah,
We already broke a window
Yeah.
in the castle. I don't want to break any more.
She doesn't know about that window. It's
He doesn't know
fine.
we broke the window. I still do have shards from it.
Our next invoice is gonna deduct all the windows.
Right.
Some of them that we didn't even break. It's like, this is future insurance.
Yeah. I'm gonna pay you a bit extra just so we can cover any bases. Okay. You do make your way through the castle, and those of you who know most of the way, indeed know most of the way, you might have to kind of very quickly grab directions from a guard, but you can make your way up there. The tower has comes out to this flat plateau. It's not particularly big. But you see, first of all, a gorgeous view of Ansire from up here. You can see Stonehaven off in the distance. You can see the various biomes of Ansire, but you also do see Elowin standing at the very top, seeing that the dome itself had fallen. She's also looking a bit soggy. It's very clear that the dome very much just turned to water, and there was a very sharp, very sudden downpour for like 3 seconds. But she is soaked through. Her hair that was originally tied up is kind of just soggy and like thrown every which way. She's standing there, looking out towards the horizons, hears the footsteps behind, and looks back out towards the horizon and just sits on the edge.
I picked up all these sticks and branches.
I'm very glad for you. I'm sure you'll make something terrific with them.
Well, I meant so you don't have to worry about these sticks and branches. I mean, I will make something, but you also don't have to worry about these sticks and branches.
There are so many other sticks and branches downstairs. I'm also a little insulted that you were up here ready to flee.
I'm not. If we fall, she needs
Mara.
to get away.
Mara.
I mean, our track record is usually somebody almost dies, so I get it.
Somebody almost dies, and then we beat a baddie up really bad. Really, really bad.
I mean, that's true.
Out of rage.
She's a queen. I get it. She has to. She can't. You know.
Are you okay?
She's still looking out beyond the horizon. I suppose this is a sign that we are most certainly on the right path.
Oh yeah, we have to give you a full report of what happened on the island.
Oh, and the monarch wants us to like kill the the guy. I don't want to say. I don't know if like saying the name is like something bad.
Is it like Beetlejuice?
Like if we say it, they'll come and or listen in. I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about.
What
They
the
said
fuck is a
kill
Beetlejuice?
him.
Juice from a beetle, obviously.
Yeah, juice from a beetle? Gross.
It
People
could
love it
taste
in the
sweet.
Vale.
It depends on the beetle.
Is Beetlejuice like the Vale's Bloody Mary? Can that be-
Absolutely,
Ooh,
1,000,000%.
I like that.
1,000,000%.
Protein.
It's canon now.
Now he is like, what do you mean? When did you talk to the monarch?
When that connection was between us, actually 2 times. That time and then afterwards, there was a silhouette and I just told them like it's hard to I don't wanted them not to feel as bad because I know their heart originally was in the right place. And I get why they wanted to do what they were doing, but they were taken advantage of by, the guy, the one that was bad.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, we met the Raverton.
We did
Highness.
that too.
Also, the god that watches the island?
Did you know about that?
god that watches the island.
Yes. The god
I
of death?
know. I know a mage that watches the island.
Was that
No.
supposed to be
I-
secret?
Yeah.
It was
Not
supposed
just
to be a
any
secret?
mage. It's a culta who was slacking actually, but has now uh fortified their alertness to things after we brought it to their attention that they were slacking and that they shouldn't be fooling around with the souls that are sleeping. But that's a different story. However, we think Ravathun may have reached their realm, so they're checking on that. And we adopted them, and they gave us
Essence.
things.
I challenged everything.
Oh,
Like
and that.
like a capital C, you know?
He's gonna kill us
Yeah.
when we're more powerful.
We made a blood oath.
He's gonna try.
Yeah, he will try, but we saw a blood oath. So I think we should be good for a bit if the old magic still works like that.
It was all very respectful, honestly.
It's something my father taught me.
And you'll be happy to know it wasn't me who did it.
Why do
I feel like that one just starts making some chamomile tea. Like,
Dawan, I'm gonna go downstairs and make some tea.
Why do I feel like I need headache medication every time you come to me
Dawan
with
gives
a
you
report?
like headache medication.
There's a lot
Like,
going on in the world that's very stressful, and I feel like we are dealing with a lot of it. So it's not our fault we give you all of this information every time. It's more just that's where we're sent.
You send us to the most dangerous missions.
And that's why we have the most dangerous report.
well, we kind of assigned ourselves this mission.
But the other mission was with the worms. I wonder how that went.
I'm sure they are fine.
You see her move a little section of her dress as she's like sitting on the edge here. You see like a hand kind of like run down a section of her like upper leg. You hear the slightest click of metal, a little bit of clinking. You just see, I'm so glad I got this sorted.
My gosh.
Yes, I actually came prepared with headache medication. It tastes horrible.
Which part is stressful? The meeting Aravathun or the blood challenge?
I think it's all of it, and I think it's just the information.
Or the
Okay.
occulta thing.
Ikolta was nice.
Didn't really know what was going on. They had a horrible cover story. They were like, I just came here on a dinghy, and it's like, you're on an island. What are you talking about?
Alta is a bad liar. Not the god of lies, obviously.
I called on the island somewhere. Why are my ears burning?
None of our boons work from here on.
Yeah, that's it. You just got like a whole bunch of magic items and none of them work anymore. You get like a little message. It's like, not until you apologize.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be known as God of lies, sure, but you're really bad at it.
She covers the little top of this little alchemical bottle and places it down to the side. And kind of rubs her temples a few times again before sighing.
He
I mean,
wants
this
to try to
does-
send the souls on, which I don't think you should be fooling with that. But
This does explain a lot, yes. We had made a deal with a powerful individual, indeed, to make sure that the people there were safe and looked after. I did not realize that this entity was a deity, but we did indeed make a bargain of sorts.
did you not ask any questions before this bargain? Because it didn't take us too long to figure out that they were lying.
Considering the circumstances of the situation, we didn't really have a choice.
I'm just saying, if questions were asked like a long time ago, we probably wouldn't be here in this situation right
Well,
now.
I think what the queen is saying is if Hikota wasn't doing it, it wouldn't be happening at all.
Right. I'm talking about before Culta made this agreement with them. Like, you know, at the beginning when that Ravathun came over and said blah, 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 blah. If they had asked better questions then maybe the situation wouldn't have progressed how it did.
Yes, questions probably should have been asked, but we, as I say, we didn't really have much of a choice.
You need to hang out with more bards, is what I'm saying.
I have Carter, and that is more than enough for me, and they're not even bardically inclined. So I think I'm good.
So that is kind of what's going on. It feels like I don't know. Now I can look at everybody. I would like to sleep at home.
We have done a lot in a very short amount of time.
I didn't have this when I came.
Jack's like, oh yeah.
And I've aged 575 years.
I've been marked permanently.
Jack's like, I get you, Queenie. These kids, am I right?
The stress, right? Tell me about it. White hair everywhere. I mean, white leaves.
Just these beings under 100, just like, oh my god.
Elowen will take a moment of pause before responding. Yes, no one can say that you cannot have it. You cannot. Whatever this is, you kind of just you watch her kind of like slump to the side, and just collapse onto the edge. Just yes, go and get your rest. It's. I have a lot of thinking to do,
Well,
and
Okay.
you have done far more than ever could have been asked or expected from you.
thank you. You do a lot too. Excuse me.
Bless you.
We still need to find a way into the other place so we can save the people
What?
that have been taken.
Oh yeah, in the spaceship thing.
Yes, there is still the matter of rescuing people. There is still the matter of their other acolytes, Ravathun's other acolytes. And this. Rest first. That's the most important part.
I will rest, but I'm just going to let you know I'm about to go yell at Sinclair, so it may get loud.
Now we will go to the queen. I'm not going to go yell at anybody. I don't really like to yell, but you should rest too. You know, and then tomorrow we will make more plans and start training and make defense regimens or whatever, you know?
And you weren't hurt before we got here, right? We don't need to like patch you up or anything.
No.
It is funny the monarch thought they could fight you. I'm sure you could have killed it too.
Perhaps.
Well, we're glad you let us handle it because we had some pent up adrenaline. Because, okay, Rabathun scared the crap out of us, okay? I'm just gonna say it. So, I'm glad we could take care of the monarch for you. And she turns and goes marching out in search of Sinclair.
Should someone go with Mara? Or you want to? Is it okay for her to go? Why is she yelling at Sinclair? Did Sinclair...
I think it feels personal.
Oh, okay. I'm not going in.
I think it's something that Mara needs to work out, and I would feel like I was eavesdropping.
The whole castle's gonna hear. So.
That one's just that one is. I mean, I feel it could be entertaining, but if you think it's personal, then maybe we should leave her alone. Dawan fully ready to embrace her no longer roguish self, to eavesdrop unabashedly.
I just looks at Dawan. You can go. I will be okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I will be. Worst case, I just go off the side here.
Of the wall? Of the tower?
It's not that tall. I can climb.
Okay. Honestly, it's fine. We just jumped from the top of a dome. So you'll be fine. You can Misty Step. I will go follow Mara in case she needs a hug afterwards.
Always wants a hug.
a rare Dawan hug.
I always stays with Jack. Realize the queen is also there, and is like, "Do you want to talk about like flowers or something? We could talk. We could all talk about flowers. That's not stressful."
I wonder what this one's gonna be, and like I point to like the.
We have girl talk, but it's just about flowers.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you all split off, Elowen will remain in her place. That's atop the tower, just kind of lying on her side, looking out.
Elowen slowly drinking while we go talk around her about flowers.
She's taken the meds. She's good. She's the headache will go away in time. It's okay. It's all good.
Mara messages Elowen as she realizes no one else is following her. Well, she didn't see a lot. And says, "Ask Naui about the ring."
You do not get a response. All right. So, Mara and Dawan here also approaching behind.
I'm the emotional support cat.
You can go ahead and approach Sinclair, who has not moved from their position just yet. They seem to be catching the last of the guards that seem to be coming in and just kind of mentioning the last few orders before they walk away. And as they finally get a chance, they take a deep breath, exhale, kind of let their body slack a little bit, spot you, and immediately goes bolt upright to attention again. You return, Mara?
So, it has come to my attention that, what was the name of the town that we met in? Started with a J.
As in your hometown, or as in the place where
No.
you...
The
Jane's
place where we... Genzo.
Genzo?
So it's come to my attention that Genzo was not the first time we have met.
We have met before.
You weren't going to mention this?
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. Did you
I was
come to city on business?
this small?
You came to the city as a child.
No, you were in my home as a child when I was almost murdered in my crib.
Mm. Your brother was here for a little while. You come from the bordering country,
No.
right?
You're a
Indy?
bad liar. Listen, Sinclair, I know you were there. I saw you.
Mm.
Yes, I have my memories back that were taken, locked away, whatever you want to call it.
I do not
Were
recall.
you in Endir as a spy?
I have been there on business a few times, but I do not remember at all meeting you specifically.
Do you remember a baby almost being murdered in their crib?
No. It does not come to mind.
Do I believe that he's telling the truth? Martyr does not believe, but maybe she.
Roll that insight check.
Mm. 30.
Seems legit. He believes what he's
Okay,
saying, at the very least.
so if you don't remember, then one of two things have happened. Either someone was there impersonating you, or your memories have also been taken.
This
Either situation is very concerning to me.
it is a bit of a interesting gamble to be playing jokes after such a serious situation.
Does this face look like I'm joking?
It is incredibly hard to tell with you. You usually have a smile on your face one way or another.
Listen, you were there. Hold on one moment. And then she sends down the ring. Naui, I need you.
And so, really, that is why I think elderflower. Okay, she says out loud in her mind. I have to go. When I get back, we will
Wait.
talk about moonflowers.
No, but what about the elderflower?
It makes a very good syrup. I say, leaving the room. Now he gets there. I guess walks up, doesn't say anything. Sinclair, yes, Mom. What do you need?
Okay. If Sinclair will allow it, I need you to show him a memory of mine.
Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, sure, I can try and do that.
Sinclair's eyebrow immediately raises.
Is that okay with you?
I will entertain you. Purely because of what you have already done for this city.
Okay,
Spare a few moments of frivolity.
you could say that nicer, but okay. Uh, I attempt to do that. Would
The
you
So
like?
the
Mar-
psychic like send to all button.
right. So yeah, Mara broadcasts the memory that Sanctuary showed her.
I try to three-way call Sinclair.
A
How would
three-way
you?
call.
How would you like me to attempt that? Because that is not something I can technically just do. That is me bending my rules a bit.
It is indeed. As we did before, I think if you just go ahead and make like a spell casting roll with your usual modifier.
Casting roll. Usual modifier is wisdom.
And Mara will assist.
Mara
You're
will
involved, so
assist.
you absolutely can do.
That's good because the first one was a 4. But that one is a total 15.
Nice. It's not perfect. This is still something that you're kind of practicing and getting to grips with. But you do indeed manage to project a memory. And Sinclair takes a moment to process, closes his eyes as he opens them back up. How exactly am I supposed to trust that this is a genuine memory and not just a elaborate ruse, a prank?
Because I fantasize about almost being murdered in my crib.
There are magics that would restore a fractured memory, would there not be?
Technically, but if it is.
And I assume yes. But because of what you are, I don't. First of all, like I said, either it was someone who was pretending to be you, or it was you and someone was powerful enough to alter your memories. Because of what you are, if it was someone that was powerful enough to alter your memories, I don't know of anyone strong enough to restore them. I don't believe.
Not to interject, but yes, there are magics that can do that, but usually it has to be pretty soon, or the memory just gets lost forever or replaced by whatever they wanted you to think you were doing that day. I think if you wanted to try, Sinclair, you could try to seek out my mother. I know she is a lot, but she is also she's very good at what she does. I will not be calling her for you though. You have to talk to her, and you missed her birthday party, so that's on you.
But yes, I am very concerned because if you don't remember this, then like I said, either someone was impersonating you and we should probably find that person, or someone did to you what was done to me and the memory was blocked.
Hmm. Well, this is this is certainly a lot of news. Although it loads me to admit it, I think I may have to go and have a discussion with Kada.
Oh wait, my mom's not that bad. You could go to her first. Now he says from the back, standing with Dewan. Wait a second. I know.
No,
She
don't go
gets-
to Kata.
She's not that bad.
Kata's not that bad either.
Please tell me that was like in character, hand on hip too.
Yeah,
Perfect.
absolutely.
Yes.
Beautiful. Ah. All right. There is certainly something more to this situation, and considering all that you have done, I owe it to you to at least entertain the idea for a little while and help out how I can, so I shall. Not happy about it, but I shall.
Like I was happy about it. Why do you think I? Never mind. Mara turns around and she goes back up to the Queen's Tower.
Why do you think you know what? Actually, let me remember who I am. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna leave.
Dawan's gonna turn
And-
to Maui. Is there a lot of heated emotions now that I was not quite prepared for? And honestly, it's a bit much. Do you want to go grab something to eat now that the city's mostly thawed?
Like food?
Like food.
Oh yes.
Let's do that.
Oh wait, I have to go. I send in the group chat. Jacaranda, we will talk about more flowers later. I have to go have food now.
You guys eat all the time. How often is this something that you do?
Didn't you guys just eat 4 hours ago?
Like you eat 3 times a day and also snack in between. What? Where do you put it all?
Seems boring.
Do you get stomach rot? If I drink too much, I get root rot.
So I say in the group chat, should I stay here or should I go home?
Mara's coming your
Um,
way.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mara would say, I'm on my way up there. Then we can decide what to do.
Okay. I feel like Jack a lot of times will just nod in response to the group chat and not say anything, not realize nobody knows.
Sounds good. To no one in particular.
Yeah.
So when Mara gets up there, she looks at the Queen. I'm sorry, but I have to add to your headache.
She sits up, kind of again, head in hands. Ah, I knew there was always going to be. Go on, go on.
So it has recently come to my attention that when I was a baby, I was almost assassinated in my crib. And when recovering this memory, Sinclair was there. But I just spoke with Sinclair, and he has no memory of being there. So either A, he was impersonated, or B, someone also altered his memories. So Sinclair said he will look into it, but I am just making you aware because either of those situations seem very bad to me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and the person who tried to assassinate me was working for Ravathu.
This poor queen.
So Mara must be pretty important, I think. I mean, I already knew she was, but I feel like if you're trying to kill somebody when they're a baby and you fail, oh, That's interesting.
This is thi- I need to clear my head.
Don't clear it too much, because that's what Mara's problem was.
I'm yelling.
And I may need to travel to Endear and talk to my mother, because she's the person who saved me.
Elowen stands in place, walks over to Jacaranda, and just places a hand on your shoulder and just says, "Please never change."
Well, she may be turning into the monarch, so that might not be not possible, but we'll see.
I'm
We'll
sorry.
see.
What?
Say more words.
Well,
Say
when
more
the
about that.
monarch died,
No, 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 no.
Ellen just
No.
like walks off the edge and flies away.
Nope.
No, no, no. I am going to have a walk. I'm going to have a very nice meal.
Again.
And then I am going to come back and deal with this.
okay, we'll be around somewhere. So, Jacaranda, beings that aren't plants have to consume actual food because we don't get energy from the sunlight. You do.
But you have
So-
to eat so many times. Like, can you just eat
Right,
one
right.
time and then it just lasts the whole time? Like,
So if you were locked in the dark, how often do you think you would have to come out of the dark to have energy? That's
I
how
just
often
don't
we
go
have to
into the
eat.
dark. I don't like the dark, so I don't do that.
Right.
I would catch it. It can't. I jump too high.
So, by Jacaranda's logic, we should be eating non-stop,
Just always
constantly.
eating.
Right.
But without having to
So-
do anything. You shouldn't have to like physically do anything. It should just happen. It should just always be happening.
I'm screaming. I like
So
that.
you know
this is-
Venus flytraps, how often do they have to eat?
Well, I guess just when there's the opportunity, but you guys like make opportunity for it to happen. Like there's scarcity with a Venus flytrap because they like it's
Can't move.
only when something comes around.
Right. Right. So we get our food. If the Venus flytrap had legs and could walk around, I'm pretty sure it would eat all the time.
I think that'd be really scary, actually.
I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool. Could Birdie have a brother that's a Venus flytrap?
I think Birdie already can change into a Venus flytrap.
Well, maybe we should have Birdie turn into a Venus flytrap and see how often Birdie has to eat. Maybe that will help you understand why we eat so much.
I'll ask if Birdie wants to be one. It sounds like it would be boring.
I mean,
You have to do it so many times.
you know
I
how
like-
you got.
Do you
the-
like to do it? Because I like to draw.
We do like to eat. And when it's really good, like when you got that really good soil from when we were in the Vale, remember? How you got that really. That's what really good food is like to us. I mean, most times it's just okay food, like when you're out in the light, like not in the building when we're outside. That's most time what food is like to us. But sometimes you get really good food and it's like the Heroes Feast you made us. That was like really good food.
But that gave you other good things too.
Didn't you get other good things when you were in the Vale?
Yeah. I just mean more than when you normally eat food.
Right. Just like normally when you're outside in the sun, it's just okay sun stuff. But when you were in the Vale, it was like, okay, sun stuff.
Mm. Okay.
I feel like Dawn would also chime in at some point about, you know how soil gives you minerals and too, like certain soils are too acidic and some are have too much clay and you need nutrients in the soil. Food is our soil. And then would go into like the deep science of nutrition. And vitamin deficiencies and scurvy.
At some point, you just hear as Eloy is gone.
And Marho said to Jacaranda, you know, I think I want to go down to the library. I want to see if they have any books on memory stuff.
So
Okay.
much.
We can go to the library.
At some point, when we're walking to get, I don't know if we're getting food in the
We're getting
castle
food. We are getting food. We're leaving the castle.
I think after we leave, then at some point, Maui is just like, I didn't scare you, did I?
No. Nothing you do could scare me.
Nothing I do could scare you. I don't know if that's true. I have jumped out of a lot of very
Okay.
high up places, and you seem very afraid.
I'm afraid for you. I'm not afraid of you. There's a very big difference there.
So, no matter what I did, you wouldn't be afraid of me?
No matter what you do, I know that you're doing it to protect us and that you wouldn't sacrifice that part of you. You would never hurt us. So I'm not afraid of you. I'm afraid of I'm not afraid of others, of the pain you'll inflict in others, because that was hot. Just the beating, that was great. I feel bad for our future enemies, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. You like watching me fight?
I mean, yeah. I just like watching you.
That is kind of gay.
I think it's incredibly gay. I think we are incredibly gay.
I like when you say words I don't know, like mineral.
Mineral nutrients? Would you like me to speak science to you?
You can try. I won't know what you're saying. It's cute when you say things like acetylchloric acid, and I don't know other words you say because they are very big.
Dawn's gonna file this away in her mental notebook. And the sweet nothings that will be whispered behind closed doors has taken on a completely different
Fucking going over periodic table weights.
Ribonucleic acid.
Mhm.
But I think now he's like, no, so anything I might do, you trust me.
Anything you do, I trust you.
Okay. There is something I know I will be able to do. I can feel it, like in here, and I don't want it to scare you or the others when I have to do it.
Would it put you in danger?
I don't know. But I know it would be able to help us in a time of need.
Well, if you need to do it, because it'll help us, And if you are hurt by it, then I'll just fix you up.
Now he kind of looks around to see if there are like a lot of people. Can I give you a kiss?
Yes, you can give me a kiss.
And gives Dewan a kiss and is like, we should go get food. We're supposed to get food.
We should go get food and then maybe dessert afterwards.
But you don't like these. Oh, okay.
I'm sure there is some nutritional value to desserts that I could tell you about.
Mm-hmm.
Glucose levels and all that.
And on that extremely gay note, we should go ahead and wrap the session there, as the party have taken a moment to catch their breath and
Catch my breath. I'm not weird.
immediately start even more shit, it would seem. Mara's like, no,
taking a trip to Endir.
Mara's like, we got no time to slow down.
Listen, Jacaranda arc wrapped up. Next, Mara.
Yeah.
Well,
Next,
Mara
Naui.
can teleport to Endir now, so
Mm-hmm.
quick travel.
Honestly, listen, we got a lull. You didn't set us up for something, Ray. So next arc, let's figure out what's up with Mara.
All right, y'all. Cool. Let's do a very, very, very quick around the horn, just to plug what you want to plug, let people know where they can find you, especially these days. Glares at online right now. Let's start off with Rochelle.
Hey, I'm Rochelle, the Dragon Gem on Twitter for now. Dragon Gem here on Twitch. I stream on my own channel on Sundays, 3 Mountain Time. I play lots of puzzle games. Right now, I'm playing through Sam and Max Save the World, which is really cool. It's very funny, so funny. All proceeds on my channel are donated to local animal shelters. I also have the donate button, so you can just go there and donate and support the animal shelter I am supporting this month. And yeah, that's it.
Jesse.
Hello, I'm Jessie. She, her pronouns. Jahoos the Moose on the interwebs, where sometimes I do art things, and very rarely do I post about them.
Ellis.
Hello, I am Ellis, also known as So Much Geek, SCW Much Geek. She, they pronouns, and I sometimes make things as well. I'm starting school again, so I'll be not making things to post for a while, and I'll be gone a lot. So, yeah.
And Dawson.
There's only me. Hi, I'm Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. You can find me on most places on the internet publicly at Sales Constance, at Sailor, SCT Austin. Wherever you can publicly find me on the internet. If you don't find me on there, it means I don't have a public profile. Don't do something weird like DM and ask me for my private one, because I just won't answer you. Everything I'm up to besides this is mostly under NDA. So there you go. You can follow me. I won't talk about my most current tweet. That's okay. Ray?
Now I have to see.
And I am Ray. You can find me at Red Mage Ray on Twitter for as long as it is there. I guess. Yeah, I am in a couple of games at the moment that are about to start up, which is super fun. So just keep an eye there for whatever I end up doing. And that's kind of it from me at the moment. Lots of love to Akemi, who couldn't be with us today, but they will be returning as soon as they are able. We will see how Hiroki has been dealing with the next few things during that. And yeah, that is about it from us. The only thing I really have to plug is, hey, Friends of Roll Dice are looking for folks to join the leadership team. Yeah, so we're actually looking for some folks to fill out some roles and get back into full-time creation to be able to support people, help people out, all that good stuff. Go ahead and check out the Twitter at Friends Roll Dice. Take a look at the roles that we have going, and if any of them suit you, if any of them sound cool, or if you have any experience that you would like to bring to the team, please do go ahead and sign up. We're looking to really hit the ball rolling both with sponsored opportunities and with charity games from here on in. So, but we got to make sure that everything's in place and right first so that we don't immediately burn out and cry. Yeah, that's it from us. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, hydrate, medicate, all that good stuff. Please keep wearing your masks. And as always, we'll go ahead and see you next time. Keep moving forward. Bye.